Alright, right now I'm inside the athletic training facility at the Washington Capitals practice complex at Kettler Ice Complex. Basic setup of this room, this is the front entry door. We have the hydroc elevators over here, hydroc pads up top, 4 treatment tables with the modality carts in between. Straight across is the weight room. Take you guys in there a little later. To the right of the weight room we have the head athletic trainer's office. Massage tables utilized by the massage therapist. The equipment over there in the corner, that's used for visiting NHL teams when they come and practice. And then over here we have a back office, the office of the assistant athletic trainer as well as the massage therapist. It's also where we keep some of the extra supplies. And then we have a recovery boot station. And then back here we have the wet room where we have the ice chest. And if you come over here, there's a shower for the guys to rinse off before they hop in the cold tub and warm tub. It's where we keep all the extra Gatorade containers. Right here we have the cold tub, and then back here we have the hot tub. So to kind of orient you guys, directly to the left of the entry door, we have the countertop and the cabinets where we keep the majority of everything we use as far as tape and first aid supplies. I'll open up each cabinet one by one and kind of give a quick description of what's in each. We got the countertop stuff, gloves, donut pads, different types of band-aids, non-adherent pads, Q-tips, alcohol wipes, and some triple antibiotic Neosporin. And then over here we also have some OTCs, some more, these are band-aids in here, nail clippers and scissors, just some basic stuff. Up top in this cabinet we have some analgesic, some topical analgesics. We have tough skin adhesive up top, some baby powder, basically stuff that helps out a lot with blisters, the squares for blisters, skin lube. Slide over one cabinet, we got some stuff for hydration, Tums, Halls, cough drops, some eye care stuff, some solution and extra contact cases. Slide over one more cabinet. In here we have all of the excuse me, we have all of the ACE wraps as well as extra donut pads. Often utilizes some med wraps, so we have some med wraps up here, and as well as the tubing to cut sleeves. Sliding over to the final cabinet, this is where we have a lot of the skincare type stuff and emergency first aid stuff. So we have the hydrogen peroxide up top, extra gloves, alcohol wipes, iodine prep pads, povidone swabs, tongue depressors. These are some nose plugs, different types of coverall stretch down here, pen light, make sure I point that out, Neosporin, hydrocortisone, as well as steri strips up here. Don't want to pass that up. On top of the countertop we have the sharps containers. Directly to the left of the sharps containers we have the paraffin bath. This over here is our thermometer, Kleenex, and then that's back to the stuff that I showed you previously. And here, this is where we keep the extra flex wrap, some more analgesics for the back, extra foam padding. Going to the left, this is where we keep our tape supplies in these 2 drawers. The guys really don't get taped up much, so it's not something that's similar to Salisbury where we have the entire tape room and the taping tables. This is kind of quick things. We typically use the pre-wrap for chopat straps, and then that's honestly the majority of everything we do. What is that for? Underneath, we got cleaning supplies, wipe down the tables and everything, extra stim pads, and then extra blades and nail clippers. So that wraps up everything that's on the counter. Oh, before I forget, more analgesic, Flexol, and Sombrats. It's similar to that warm therapy, natural pain relieving gel, and then just normal lotion. So that wraps up everything that's over here. Game readies are kept underneath. Running a little low right now because several of the guys have some at home with them, and are taking them on the road this weekend for their trip. That wraps up everything that is on this side of the athletic training room. Now I'm going to take you over to the other side. All right, with the modalities, we have the hydroculators. Everything was just recalibrated earlier this week on the 16th. I'll show you the stickers on each one. So that's the first hydroculator. Just typical pads in there. Nothing fancy. Second hydroculator, also calibrated. More pads. The treatment tables with the modality cards. Up here, this is our laser. The laser sticker is on the side. So that's the laser unit. And then over here we have, the same setup as Salisbury with this guy. Stim, ultrasound, the probe that does heat and cold as well. Modality sticker. Down there, it's an ultrasound that is not utilized by this clinic. Take it over one more modality station, and then this is utilized as a VibraStim. It also has, I think, light therapy that was included in it, but we don't use it for that purpose. We use it as a VibraStim, and then this is also a high frequency ultrasound, both of which were calibrated on the 16th. So that's the set. Oh, before I forget, we have an Ionto device in here. They utilize cupping techniques with these. Pull it out real quick. Different techniques. We also have somebody that is certified in dry needling, so this is where he keeps the dry needling supplies. And that is a wrap for the modality carts. So now I'll take you over to the weight room. Alright, now I'm about to walk us into the weight room. This is directly attached to the athletic training facility. So right through here. One of the machines that I talked about in modalities and rehab equipment is this Desmtech. Basically what happens is the guys put on a harness. Here we go, these are the harnesses. So they essentially put on a harness and then attach themselves to these hooks, and it basically helps work on power, strength, speed, everything. It's hooked up to the system with the computer, and the strength and conditioning coach works with them to work on what is necessary for each guy, as well as plyo boxes over here. Right here we have, it's called a Zen Pro. It's basically a vibrating plate. You stand on it, there's different settings. Over here we have some cardio equipment, ellipticals. In the background there, that's the strength and conditioning coach's office. And then we have all of the bikes and the treadmill. So the guys will frequently sit out here, the athletes will sit out here on the bikes. There's TVs set up for them. They have weight benches over here, right across from some dumbbells. Right now I'm walking around the perimeter of the weight room, and then I'll kind of show what's in the middle in a second. Dumbbells, some barbells, different. Tripping over some weights as I'm backing up to get this in frame. We have all the different equipment set up along the outside. Benches, squat racks. Over here we have a slide board that they work on different agility and speed type of stuff. Leg press machine. Directly outside these doors is the ice rink where they practice. And then over here we got some more equipment. Different med balls and plyo balls. So that's a quick overview of the weight room. So in the back office here, this is where Ben Reese, the assistant athletic trainer, and Rob Brown, the massage therapist, have their office. What I wanted to show you back here is in these cabinets, this is where we keep some of the rest of that stuff that's on these checklists. So up top we have the stethoscopes in here. We also have sphygmomanometers here as well as up there. These are needles, as well as some extra EpiPens. And then right here we have basically wound closure kits, and these are utilized by doctors when they come in if it's necessary to stitch something up right here, right now. We have everything we need in these kits. Slide over to the next cabinet. Some more over-the-counter type stuff. This is where we keep it away from the guys. That way they're not just digging through everything. They kind of have to at least come back here and talk to somebody to get it. And then definitely don't want to forget that we have a biohazard container back here. And that is a wrap for everything that's on the sheets. Didn't really want to overpass the fact that we have a UV right here, because I know that's also on one of my sheets and I didn't want to walk right past it and not say anything about it. So I'm going to walk over to right outside the locker room where we keep the carts overnight for practice. Alright, so right now I'm standing right outside the locker room. On the other side of those doors is the sheet of ice that we practice on. This is the equipment that we take out with us. The spine board stays in this room, but these doors are open, so if it's needed, you can just run right in and grab it. And then the stuff that goes out with us to practice, athletic training wise, is our kit, as well as 2 separate AEDs and emergency supplies. And inside this bag there are splints.